Bichachos, and welcome back. Today I will not only be talking about my college application process, but I will also be talking about my school's background, all the universities that I applied to, which university I'm going to, the GPA statistics that got me into that school, and some tips and advice I have for you. So I do go to a private school in Asia, and I am taking a tough curriculum, which is the International Baccalaureate program, in which within the IB program I am required to take 6 courses, which 3 of them are higher level courses, which are much more difficult, and 3 standard level courses. So for my higher level courses, I took HL Economics, HL Psychology, and HL English Literature. As for my standard level courses, I took SL Biology, SL Mathematics, and SL Burmese Literature. So in addition to the 6 IB courses that I am already required to take, I am required to write a 4,000 word essay, which is called the extended essay. I am required to complete a required amount of hours for a CAS, which is the Creativity, Action, and Service project. I'm required to do 3 CAS experiences in 1 CAS project. In addition to that, we are also required to take a Theory of Knowledge class, in which we discuss knowledge and how we attain knowledge, how we whatever. For IB students, our grading scale is from 1 to 7, 1 being the worst and 7 being the best. Okay, so before I get into my GPA and statistics, I want to say that I am an average student, and if not, I may be even lower than average in certain courses. So yeah. So my GPA, like the ones that I sent to all my universities, my GPA was a 5.6 out of 7, which is not amazing but decent. As for my IB predicted scores, this is the scores that the teachers think that you're gonna get on your actual final exams, and they predicted me a 35 out of a 45. So basically, as I've told you guys before, I'm required to take a TOK class, to do a CAS project, and to write an extended essay, in which the CAS project we do not get any points for or anything, but for the extended essay, which is the EE, and TOK class added together, depending on the scores that our teachers predict us, we can either get 0 points, 1 point, 2 points, or 3 points for EE and TOK combined. As for the maximum amount of points I am able to get for my 6 IB courses, those are 42 points because I take 6 subjects and there are 7 points in total I can get for each course. Adding all the maximum points for my 6 courses and the maximum points for TOK plus EE, every student taking the IB diploma has a score out of 45 points. So I'll now tell you my predicted score and how I got a 35 out of 45. I have it written down here because I tend to forget. Okay, so for higher level psychology, I was predicted a 6 out of 7. For higher level English literature, I was predicted a 5 out of 7. For higher level economics, I was predicted a 5 out of 7. As for standard level biology, I was predicted a 6 out of 7. For standard level math, which I'm very bad at, I was predicted a 4 out of 7. And standard level Burmese literature, I was predicted a 6 out of 7. So adding them together with the 3 points that I attained from my EE plus TOK, I was given 35 predicted points out of 45, which I had to send to all the universities that required IB predicted grades. For those of you not taking the IB diploma, I will clarify that 35 points is not great, but it's not terrible either. So I'm kind of in between, you know, the woo and the So I took my SATs 4 times, which I believe was a mistake because every single score that I got from every single test I took was very similar to each other and wouldn't have made a difference even if it was 10 points up or 10 points down. So the best score that I got out of all 4 times was 1,350 or 1,360, I'm not sure. I think it was 1,350, with my math score being 700 and my English score being 650. So yeah, again, for the SATs, I was also an average student. It wasn't amazing, it wasn't terrible either. Now that we got the boring stuff out of the way, it's time to talk about the universities that I applied to and which universities I was rejected from, accepted into, what the fuck, and the universities that waitlisted me. Okay, before I tell you guys all the universities I applied to, I want to tell you guys that I applied to around 14 different universities and through 3 different application portals. So basically, the common application is one portal which includes most of the universities you can apply to in the US, but as you guys know, the UC, which is like UCLA, UC Berkeley, UC Irvine, UC Santa Barbara, they have their own portal. And I also applied to a school in Texas which had their own Apply Texas portal. Just saying, it was a lot of work, and if you definitely know you're not going a place, don't apply there. So at every university that I applied to, I applied for a business major with different concentrations. It differed from every university because some universities did not offer the concentration that I wanted. Okay, so for my reach schools, I applied to UC Berkeley first, which I was rejected from. And I mean, I wasn't surprised. UC Berkeley has a great business school. The Haas Business School is literally one of the best in the world, if not the best in the world. And so yeah, so I wasn't that shocked. I did visit Berkeley actually it was the previous summer that I visited. I attended a summer program and I had a wonderful time there. The campus was great. Like, a lot of people tell me it's kind of dangerous there, and what I can say is that it's dangerous anywhere you go. There's always a risk of danger, so I don't think that was a big deal for me. I thought it was a wonderful school with a wonderful environment, and I was kind of sad I didn't get in, but it was also expected, so I wasn't that sad. As for UCLA, I didn't want to go there too much. Like, I knew I wasn't gonna get in anyway, guys, but I didn't want to go there too much because they didn't offer like business on its own. They offered business economics, which economics is too theoretical for me, so I didn't want to go there anyway. But yeah, I was rejected. Woo! I also applied to George Washington University, to which I was rejected from. I applied to Babson College, which has a great entrepreneurship program, and it's sad to say that I was rejected from that, but also again their acceptance rate is literally like, I don't remember, but it was freaking low, so I'm like, okay, understandable. And also, like, there were like 7 people that applied for my school, and around 3 of us were rejected, including me, and 4 of my friends were waitlisted. So yeah, but I'm very, very happy to announce that my cousin sister, who is in the same grade and class as me, was accepted after her waitlist. Like, she was accepted to Babson, and she is planning to attend there in the fall, which is wonderful. I'm really happy for her, and she's super freaking smart, so Babson better be nice to her. I also applied to the University of Virginia, to which I was rejected from. Wow, you guys are probably like, wow, is this girl even going to college? Holy shit, she was rejected from every single college she has just mentioned. I just want to tell you guys that everything I just mentioned were all my reach schools, so it was already like this, like literally this amount of probability that I could have gotten in, and that didn't happen. So but yeah, the last reach school that I applied to was Boston University, and I did want to go to Boston University pretty bad because my cousin sister went there, and also I visited there when I was in 10th grade, I think, and it was wonderful. The campus was great, especially the food. The food was amazing, unlike any other like college campus cafeteria that I had visited. So yeah, I wanted to go to BU, but it's fine. I was rejected. Okay, so the last reach school I applied to was the University of Wisconsin at Madison, and they have a great business program. I really wanted to make it. Unfortunately, I was waitlisted. So no, I was not rejected from every reach school, but I was not accepted into any. I was waitlisted into University of Wisconsin at Madison, which I was actually very happy about because I expected for it to be So let's talk about my 50-50 schools now. 50-50 meaning that I had a 50% chance of getting in, and at the same time I had the same amount of probability of not getting into that school. So the first school was Syracuse University, which is located in New York, I think, or close to New York, and it's freaking cold there. But yeah, a friend of mine goes there, told me it was overall a great school, gave me insight on it, and I didn't want to go there. So yeah, I was actually accepted into Syracuse, which was the second 50-50 school that I applied to. Was actually Bentley University, and it's located in, I think, Waltham in Massachusetts. And Bentley is solely a business school, and because it focuses on business, because I know that I'm not going to be studying anything other than business, I didn't have a problem like considering Bentley, unlike other people who aren't sure about what they want to study. Like maybe they want to do business and a minor in, I don't know, music at the same time. So yeah, Bentley was a great choice for me, and I was actually waitlisted into Bentley, which I was not that happy about because basically all my friends got in and I was like, wow, I'm dumb. But then they called me later and were like, you're accepted, but you're accepted into the January 2020 spring program, not the fall September 2019 program, which I was like, damn. But yeah, so I was accepted into Bentley too, which was overall great. Another mid-range school I applied to was UT Austin. So UT Austin overall was a mid-range school for me, but the major that I applied to, everyone knows about the Macomb School of Business. It is literally the best business school. So yeah, I did not get into the business program, but I got into their College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Within that, I was like, okay, maybe I'll study economics, but I wasn't sure yet. So yeah. The last mid-range school that I applied to was Northeastern University, and I was already like pulled towards that school because two of my cousins have gone there. Actually, one of my cousins went there and another one is attending right now. So I'm like, okay, great, if I go there I'll have someone I know, someone who can support me if days get rough. And so yeah, I was like, that's a great choice, but also their acceptance rate is pretty low. I think it's, I forgot what it was, but I did not expect to get into Northeastern, but I did. And it's kind of weird because I got into the program in which I have to spend my first year abroad in London at Richmond University, and then I have to transfer onto Northeastern's Boston campus. So yeah, that's my Northeastern story. As for my safeties, I applied to 3 schools because I couldn't risk not making it to university. So first of all, I applied to CLU, which is Californian Lutheran University, or Lutheran, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But yeah, CLU is a great school. I met the director of, I think, international admissions at a local college fair here, and it was great. He made me fall in love with the school. Like, everything about CLU is great. I also applied to the University of San Francisco, and I love San Francisco so much. I've been there twice, and although it's a little too chilly for me, I love that place. I last of all applied to Marist College, and it's located in Poughkeepsie, New York. And Marist is a great school because there's so much diversity. So like, one of my greatest fears is not being accepted, and especially going to a new environment, trying to adjust, trying to adapt. I was afraid, and Marist seems like a great place to have people that are so supportive, so nice to you all the time, you know? So because there's so much diversity there, I was not afraid of going there. I'll talk to you guys now a little bit about scholarships. So I did not apply for any financial aid, but I did apply for some merit scholarship, which is based off your academics, extracurriculars, or overall how you are as an applicant. They can consider you for a merit scholarship. I was granted merit scholarships from Marist College, University of San Francisco, Californian Lutheran, which they surprisingly handed me 30,000 US dollars. So wow. And I was also given a scholarship from Syracuse University for all 4 years of my university years. The college reveal that you guys have all been waiting for. How should I do this? I am going to Northeastern University. Okay, that was so sad. That's literally so sad. No one gives a fuck, Jenny. Okay, but I am going to Northeastern and I'm so excited about it. I am so excited about it, especially because there's like 5 of my friends that are going with me, and that's gonna be great. But yeah, first of all, you guys are probably like, why Northeastern out of all 14 schools that you applied to, Jenny? So my story about choosing the college that was right for me. I was like 3 months ago, I was absolutely sure I was going to UT Austin, which is, I know, a shocker, but UT Austin has such a great business school, and Austin is such a great city that I knew I wanted to go there. Like ever since I applied, like ever since I was in the application process, I knew I was going to UT Austin. You know, I just knew. I searched up all like the YouTube videos about UT Austin dorms. I searched up what to do in Austin, and I got in. So that was wonderful. But realizing that I got into the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences rather than the business program, it was kind of sad. And over time, I began regretting like wanting to go there. Like, okay guys, I made my deposit and I was starting to regret it. It didn't feel good. Like, I know it's so cliche and you guys are probably like, did that even happen? But I couldn't sleep at night because I was thinking, what if I'm not happy there? And because I had those thoughts, I knew it wasn't the right place for me, and I already announced it on my Instagram. That was so sad. My friends were all like, you dumb bitch, and I'm like, I know, but the deposit was $200. It was quite a lot of money, but I'm like, I'm not gonna like go someplace I'm gonna regret for the rest of my life. So I ended up withdrawing my application, rejecting the acceptance, and I decided I would have to review all the acceptances again and reconsider where I would want to go to college. And that is when I was trying to decide between Northeastern University and Bentley University. So Northeastern, as I told you guys before, I got into their Northeastern Bound program, which is where I have to do 1 year in London and then transfer to the Boston campus. And I have to maintain a GPA of 3 out of 4 to be able to transfer back to the campus. So I'm like, shit, what if I fail? But then I talked to my counselor. He's like, don't be stupid, you're gonna make it. With that work ethic and with all the IB program courses that you have endured, you're gonna make it. He's like, you don't have to worry about not being able to transfer back. You're going to transfer back. The only thing he told me he was worried about was the fact that I would have to adjust to a new environment twice. I'd have to adapt to the London environment and then the Boston environment in a very short span of time. So I had to consider those disadvantages, and also the disadvantage of Bentley University being located kind of far from the main city, you know? So I made a pros and cons list for both of the universities. So the pros for Northeastern University was that they had, everyone knows this, they have the best co-op program ever. Like their co-op program is just incredible. So that was great for me. And I would have to do 5 years in Northeastern if I wanted to do that, because including the co-op program, that would be 5 years. And the I mean, the advantage for me was going to London first because I'm just that type of adventurous person. Like, I like to take risks, I like to take on challenges, I like to do those things. So I don't, and also I'm such a social person that I don't think I'd have a problem adjusting to 2 different environments in a very short amount of time. So I'm like, okay, Northeastern is great. But the thing is, Northeastern, like, and Northeastern's cons, honestly, I can't really think of any. So yeah. Oh yeah, the cons for both of these schools are the weather. I cannot fucking stand cold weather, and everyone knows fucking Massachusetts is cold as heck. So yeah, but Bentley is also a great program. Bentley is a great university. Bentley has a, okay, everyone knows that Northeastern has a great co-op program, but Bentley is a smaller school and no one really knows this, but they have a career, like, wait, let me search this up. I forgot what it's called. Bentley career. Oh yeah. So they have a Bentley Career Services area where you can go and talk to a counselor, talk to someone who can help you with finding the right fit for you when you leave college and finding a great job for you. Like, they have that too. So both Bentley and Northeastern I was very, very, very happy with. The only thing that I was really disappointed in was getting into the Bentley Spring 2020 program rather than the Bentley Fall 2019 program. So, and also Bentley is located outside of like Boston, so I was like, there's not much to do there. A friend of mine that goes there gets bored sometimes, so I chose Northeastern in the end, and I do not regret my choice at all. I'm gonna have so much fun there. I've already talked to, as you guys know, Lisa Pan. She is also going to Northeastern in London, and she is a wonderful person. To those that don't know, Lisa is a YouTuber, a very well-known YouTuber, and yeah, I'm very excited to meet everyone that I've talked to online, including Lisa. Literally, my eyelash is falling off. Advice I have for you guys. Those of you in the IB program, I know it's difficult. I know you may cry sometimes. I cried a lot. I know it may feel like it's never gonna end, but trust me, like, the exam season went through like that. Literally, you guys have nothing to worry about. I know you guys are stressed. Stress helps, but not too much of it. I learned that in psychology. But you guys, just take a deep breath. Don't worry about where you end up. Wherever you end up, I'm 100% sure that you're going to be happy. Don't stress out about what GPA you have, what SAT scores you got. Like, no, literally live your life. Yes, study. Don't forget to study. Always have a schedule. Like, follow that schedule. Don't go lazy. Don't become lazy. But also take time to breathe. Take time to spend with your friends. Take time to spend alone without all that stress. The last piece of advice that I want to let you guys go with is something you have to listen to, something you have to keep with you at all times. Yes, GPAs and statistics, they do matter, but they matter to a certain extent, okay? After that, it is who you are as a person, what you bring to your environment, what you bring to those who are around you. Don't feel like A's, B's, C's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7s are those that define you, okay? It is what you do with yourself. It is what you do with the knowledge that you gain in university, in high school, everywhere that you can apply to in situations. Like, it is who you are as a person. Are you nice to people? Do you bring positivity to your surroundings? Do you associate yourself with those negative? Do you associate yourself to those that are negative? Do you associate yourself to those that bring light and happiness? Like, that is what matters in my opinion. And yeah, that is all I have to say, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this actually helped. If not, I hope it was interesting. So yeah, thank you guys so much for listening to my college video. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. If you haven't subscribed, please do that and hit the notification bell. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are cool. Bye bye, bachachos.